The day a blind man gains sight, the first thing he discards is the stick that guided him all his life. This is not an act of disrespect toward what once helped him. Rather, it is an acknowledgement that he has entered a new phase, one where he no longer needs the same crutches. Life works in much the same way. We hold on to people, habits, and beliefs that once served us, but at some point, we must recognize when they have outlived their purpose. Clinging to the past when the present demands change can become an obstacle to growth. Sometimes, you have to endure pain, not because you're a bad person, but because you didn't recognize when to stop being good to the wrong one. There is nothing noble about allowing yourself to be drained by those who do not reciprocate your kindness. One of the biggest mistakes we make is believing that others think the way we do. We assume that if we are honest, others will be honest too. If we are kind, others will treat us with kindness. This assumption can lead to disappointment and heartbreak. People have different perspectives, motivations, and experiences that shape how they respond to the world. Not everyone values loyalty, truth, or integrity the way you do. Understanding this doesn't mean you should become cynical, rather, it means you should be mindful of where you invest your energy. You can't change someone who refuses to see a problem in their actions. No amount of explaining, pleading, or proving your worth will make someone change if they don't see the need to. Change is an internal decision. You can inspire people, but you cannot force transformation upon them. The greatest gift you can give yourself is freedom from the opinions of others. The moment you stop seeking validation from external sources, you reclaim your power. People will always have opinions, some will misunderstand you, some will judge you, and some will outright dislike you. But none of that should dictate your sense of self-worth. You can't make someone love you by offering more of what they already fail to appreciate. Love is not about effort, it is about connection. No matter how much you give, if someone does not see your value, they never will. The more you try to prove your worth, the more you lower your own. Instead of chasing after someone's affection, invest that energy into loving yourself. Your clothes don't need to be expensive, but they should always be clean, neat, and well kept. Wrinkles can take away from your elegance. Presentation matters. The way you carry yourself speaks before you even open your mouth. It's not about material wealth but about self-respect. People often underestimate the power of small details. When you take care of yourself, it reflects in everything you do. Missing someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is simply part of moving on. The human mind tends to romanticize the past, focusing on the good while forgetting the reasons why certain relationships ended. Nostalgia is not a reason to reopen a closed door. Sometimes, missing someone is just a sign that they played a role in your journey, not that they should return to your story. Forget trying to change people, either change yourself, change your environment, or both. If a situation is draining you, step back and evaluate what is within your control. You may not be able to change toxic people, but you can change how much access they have to you. Growth often requires shedding old environments, friendships, and habits. Walk away when a promise turns into an apology. Promises should be kept, not broken repeatedly. When someone's words no longer align with their actions, believe their actions. Drive carefully on this road called life, people will switch lanes on you without a signal. Betrayals, unexpected changes, and disappointments are part of the journey. Expecting people to always be predictable or loyal sets you up for heartbreak. Instead, focus on being adaptable. The ability to navigate through life's uncertainties without losing yourself is a skill worth mastering. You learn a lot about people when they don't get what they want from you. When you are no longer beneficial to someone, their true nature is revealed. Some people only stay close when they can extract something from you, be it attention, money, status, or validation. Pay attention to who remains in your corner when you have nothing to offer but your presence. Being honest may not bring you many friends, but it will always bring the right ones. Truth is not always easy to hear, and not everyone can handle it. Some will distance themselves from you because honesty makes them uncomfortable. However, the relationships that withstand the test of truth are the ones worth keeping. You grow in direct proportion to the truth you're willing to face about yourself without running away. Growth is uncomfortable. It requires looking at yourself with brutal honesty and acknowledging areas that need improvement. Many avoid this process because self-reflection can be painful, but there is no progress without it. Only the disciplined are truly free. Without discipline, you become a slave to your moods and desires. Those who lack self-control find themselves trapped in cycles of regret, always reacting rather than acting with purpose. The first to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest. Apologizing requires humility. Forgiving requires strength. Forgetting requires wisdom. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a heavy load, it burdens you more than it does the other person. More important than choosing the right one is having the strength to walk away from the wrong one. Many people stay in situations that drain them simply because they fear starting over. But settling for something that depletes you is far worse than facing the unknown. If you keep asking yourself whether something is worth it, maybe it's not. Doubt is often your intuition trying to guide you. When something truly aligns with you, there is clarity, not confusion. Forgiving in silence and choosing never to speak again is a form of self-care. Not all battles are worth fighting. Some people do not deserve an explanation, closure, or a response. Anything you take a relaxed attitude toward eventually loses control over you. This applies to fears, toxic relationships, and even bad habits. The moment you stop giving power to what drains you, you reclaim your freedom. Sooner or later, you'll realize, everything will be okay. Maybe not today, but eventually. Life has a way of sorting itself out, even when things seem uncertain. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and keep moving forward.